This is an entry I don't know how to go about, but we're just going to talk about it, I guess. So, welcome back to the vlog, everyone. My name is Filip Latocha, and today I provide my injury update following the Lucky Leprechaun 10K race that I completed in second place, throwing everything I had on the line to the point that I could not legitimately walk as soon as the race was over. And I thought it would be just something that could just pass overnight. But as of today, I have not run in 3 days as a result of said injury. So before I get into it, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, as the recovery is going to be an interesting process, and the future of my racing in Florida is kind of in jeopardy as a result. So without further ado, let's definitely get into it. So first things first, let's just do a brief recap of the Lucky Leprechaun 10K. Basically, I went out pretty hard during the race in a way that got me second place, just barely, in the sense that the guy in first, absolute legend, smoked us by over 3 minutes before me, and then the guys behind me were like 20-30 seconds apart each. And it was a really fun race from that perspective. Just there were some things on the course that made things very iffy. One of those things for sure was some of the terrain that was angled. I guess there's a word for this, but I always say the terrain is angled. And approximately mile 3, mile 4, we were running in this like particular section of the course really close to the lake that's out there in the Benderson Park. And it was angled for about over half a mile, 3/4 of a mile. And we were running where my right foot was hitting the ground faster and in a different way than my left foot was, and that started really flaring up my ankle, and I was noticing it during the race, but I didn't necessarily stop or anything like that because it wasn't bad. I managed to hold off any sort of pain in my stomach from, you know, just working the core, and anything in my legs. Just I held it as best I could together till the end of the race. Obviously ran like a 38:20, which is not a PR, but it's pretty much up there in the books in terms of faster 10Ks I've run. But after the race, of course, my foot just burned. It just did not feel good whatsoever. So I've still not seen a medical professional or anything like that in regards to my ankle. But I have tried to run the last 3 days in running shoes on concrete, and it's just no good. Putting severe weight in terms of running on the foot is not good. Walking I can do. Running in the sand I can kind of do. I think that's going to be the plan moving forward. I'm just kind of jumping around here. But yeah. Definitely sand running is probably going to be something I will try to do moving forward as a recovery tactic. But of course, there's a lot of other cross-training options that are also there as well. So, yeah, let's talk about what I think is wrong with me. So, the injury is in my right foot, the shoe that always gets destroyed. Basically, if you've watched my Tempo Next Percent videos, I don't know if it's just a consequence of the way the foot lands, or I don't know what it is, but it's just basically... that's the foot that's causing some issues right now, especially with that ankle tendon. Specifically, I believe it feels like it's this extensor retinaculum. I believe that's how it's pronounced, or retinaculum. The extensor retinaculum. I believe that's what it's called. It's this area like by the ball of your foot, by the joint, and it's like a little bit closer to the inside. And I always suspect it's like part of the iliotibial band where it starts. And that could also be it as well, but just based on like what I saw in like a quick Google search, that's the area that seems to be pretty flared up. It's kind of deep in there, where I think the extensor retinacula is like more on the outside. It could be just that entire area overall if we're going to give it some justice. Anyways, so that's the piece that's been pretty bad. So all I've done the last 3 days was just swim and bike. I've also been going to the gym and just doing some stretches and some rehab and whatnot. Basically wherever I can, but essentially it's my third race, which might be this coming weekend, is probably not happening. I think it's going to be just a DNS for me for the first time in my race career officially, because, well, you know, I can't run for training, let alone run a race right now, so it's just better I take it easy, try to wear off the storm of this ankle, just continue icing it, try to improve on it, try not to lose cardiovascular fitness out here, basically doing whatever it is that I can to retain it and to enjoy the weather as a result. And yeah, it's not good. I mean, it's kind of put me in a low spot. I mean, that's like one thing that's kind of like messing things up. There's another thing which is like not really for this channel to discuss. This kind of got me in bad spot, I guess you can say. But overall, you know, still trying to enjoy this this place overall, and just do what I can. So yeah, the biking definitely is okay because it doesn't hurt to bike, and I can go long distances on the bike, just kind of listen to some music, just zone out whatever pain I have. Swimming, same thing. There isn't any pain in this type of motion with my foot. I can also swim, so maybe I can like sign up for like a triathlon or something, and then just get somebody to do the run for me. That would be funny. But yeah, that's kind of more or less the update right now. It's not a new injury in this particular instance because I knew that I was going to have trouble with this ankle a little bit before we left for Florida, because I was running in my mangoes when they were completely destroyed 300 plus miles in, and I thought it'd be funny just going really fast. And because the air pocket was popped on the exterior side of the shoe, I took a misstep and I overextended my foot to angle outwards, and basically I remember feeling that like sharp pinch, or like the nerves kind of bending there, and the ankle was not good after that. So I don't know if I have some kind of like hairline fracture there right now, or some kind of tendon is ripped. It's hard to say, mostly because, yeah, I do have a pretty high pain tolerance, but this one in particular, it's not up there with how a broken foot feels for sure, but it is inhibiting me from just having a good time while running and stretching. I just don't want to put a whole lot of weight on it. So it's nothing minor that I can like basically get over, but it's something serious that I do have to consider. So that's what's basically going on in this sense. I think the next few videos, I'm going to see if I can still try to get some warm-up reviews, some shoe reviews. I think for the most part, I think we're going to be doing some sand running rehab techniques, because I've never like officially done sand running, but yesterday while we were running in the sand, I didn't have any pain in the ankle because of the way my foot would land and kind of sink into the sand. It was just low impact. Aqua running is also possible in this pool, but again, both are monotonous, both are tedious, but they're the best ways to keep the cardiovascular fitness in this weird place that I am in mentally. So yeah, I'm just trying to sleep it off for now, but it's not really working all too well. I do have basically some compression on it right now, but it's still kind of rough. So we'll just see how everything plays out, I suppose. But yep, that's kind of this injury update. Hopefully it's nothing serious. Hopefully I can get over it within the next week and start running once again, because I've not been injured officially since 2018, 2019, and I would like to basically be able to stay injury free, especially while I can race and racing is coming back. I don't want to get back into it and into racing on a low note. I would like to get that peak fitness that got me my first place 2 weeks ago, my second place, and my first place age group just this past week, because it's clearly possible that I can you know, do great things. But if I am falling apart in certain places because of things I'm lacking, or because something's imbalanced, I gotta figure it out. I gotta first I gotta figure it out, and then I gotta do the rest and the recovery required to essentially get over these kinds of things. And that goes for everyone especially. So we'll be documenting that and seeing how the ankle kind of heals up, and it may be something my running form has to change to prevent this from happening again. Who knows? Anyways, that's all I've got for this video. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to YouTube channel. You know how it goes. And that's all I really want to share. So yeah, I apologize if you guys were looking forward to some more race footage. Right now it's gonna have to hold off, and you know, we're just gonna see what happens, I guess. So thanks again for watching this video, and I'll see you guys real soon.